A huge shift came in the generic form of education that we have come to know as online education took its place. But what do we actually understand by online education? Online education is nothing but a flexible instructional delivery system that encompasses any kind of learning that takes place via the internet. Bangladesh, in response to the pandemic, shut all its educational institutions down on March 17th and eventually moved its educational activities onto online platforms. The institutions were not prepared for such an instantaneous transition, and this was clearly shown in the lack of their planning. One of the most important factors for online classes is an internet connection. According to Ookla, Bangladesh ranked 98th out of 181 countries in terms of broadband internet speed. Mobile companies cannot assure the people a standard threshold of internet connection or speed outside the capital either. We decided to take things into our own hands and conducted our very own survey and received responses from 149 students. It was seen about 35.6% of students live in the rural areas who do not have the privilege to access a good internet connection, resulting in lower participation in online classes. Even if they do participate, they get disconnected way too many times. Giving exams isn't easy either, as bad connection makes it tough for them to upload their scripts on time. The 64.4% of students living in the urban areas also quite often face the same problem. We also cannot overlook the necessity of desktop, laptop, smartphone or tablets for online classes. Students from low-income families and disadvantaged groups are more likely to suffer during online classes as they cannot afford the required technical gadgets. The practical courses are integral parts of engineering, architecture, and pharmacy courses that requires physical presence on campus for laboratory demonstration. From the pie chart, we can see that among 148 students, only 8.1% of students are satisfied with the practical sessions, while a majority of 41.2% of students are left very dissatisfied with the practical classes. An average of 26.2% of students were found to engage in online classes for about 5 to 7 hours, which is way more than what a student should be facing during these life-threatening times. It is thus obvious that our responses recorded an 80.5% of students suffering from various mental and physical issues during this time. Severe physical strain, eyesight troubles, backache, fatigue, lethargy, anxiety, depression are among the few problems threatening our students right now. With all this being said, online classes doesn't have to be a rough journey altogether. A few steps and adjustments here and there can make the online learning process smooth and friendly. For example, high-speed internet connectivity should be ensured for all, including learners of disadvantaged groups and low-income families. Teachers are expected to use graphics pad and simulation softwares to help students understand the complicated and difficult topics. Government or educational institutions should take proper steps to ensure the availability of necessary gadgets to all the students. Laboratory courses should be put off until the educational institutions are opened. Mental health of the students should definitely top the priority list. Regarding this, the approach should be more lenient in favor of the students. Assignments and home tasks should be reduced down a chunk. In this case, proper policy changes from the educational institutions could go a long way. At the end of the day, learning is more about just the technology. It is about the people, the students, and the teachers that comprise an institution. A full-on cooperation with the students can save this country from the huge hindrance that's been thrown at its educational structure by the SARS-CoV-2 coronavirus.